We've all felt that sudden burst of motivation, a wave of inspiration that makes us want to change our lives. It feels incredible, like a spark lighting up a dark room. You decide today is the day, a new diet, a book, a workout routine. The excitement is real, and you believe this time will be different. But here's the truth. Motivation is a powerful starter, but a terrible sustainer. Like a rocket's initial fuel, it gets you off the ground, but it can't power the whole journey. Relying on that first burst to carry you through is a recipe for disappointment. The feeling fades, the excitement wanes, and you're left back where you started. The problem isn't you, it's that motivation is, by nature, temporary. You can't plan your life around perfect conditions. If you do, you'll spend most of your time waiting for a feeling that may not return. Real change requires something more reliable than motivation. Motivation isn't a trait or a skill, it's just a feeling like happiness or excitement. And like all feelings, it's temporary and unpredictable. One moment you're inspired, the next you're drained by a minor setback. Relying on motivation is like building a house on shifting sand. Some days it's solid, other days it crumbles. If you only act when you feel motivated, your progress will be inconsistent and unsustainable. Successful people don't wait for motivation. They act regardless of how they feel. They show up on the good days and, more importantly, on the tough days. The truth action often creates motivation, not the other way around. Your emotions will always fluctuate. If you let them dictate your actions, you'll never build lasting habits. The key is to act first. Let the feeling follow. Don't let your emotions control your progress. Relying on motivation traps us in a cycle: start strong, lose steam, quit, and wait for the next spark. You begin with excitement, make progress, and feel great, until life gets in the way. The novelty fades, and what was once exciting becomes a chore. Without motivation, you start skipping days, then quit altogether. You promise yourself you'll start again when you feel inspired. Days turn into weeks, and you wait for another burst of motivation. Eventually, something reignites your desire, and the cycle repeats. This endless loop is exhausting and convinces you that you lack willpower. But the real problem isn't you, it's the flawed strategy of relying on motivation. Progress stalls, and you're left frustrated. Breaking this cycle requires a new approach. Don't wait for motivation. Build habits that last beyond the initial spark. That's how real change happens. If motivation isn't the answer, what is? Focus on identity, not emotion. Don't ask, what do I feel like doing? Ask, who do I want to become? Identity-based goals shift your focus from temporary results to lasting change. When you act in line with your chosen identity, decisions become easier. Writers write, athletes train, not because they always feel like it, but because it's who they are. Every action is a vote for the person you want to be. Over time, these small votes reinforce your new identity. Change becomes self-expression, not a battle of willpower. The more you act like the person you want to become, the more natural it feels. The second pillar of lasting change is building systems, not relying on willpower. Willpower is limited and easily depleted. Systems make good choices automatic. Plan your meals, prep in advance, remove temptations, make the healthy choice the easy choice. Design your environment. Put a book on your pillow, keep water on your desk, leave your guitar out. Make good habits visible and easy, make bad habits harder to access. The best systems run on autopilot, nudging you in the right direction. Don't try to be more disciplined in a distracting environment. Create an environment that supports your goals. Let your systems do the heavy lifting. The third pillar is grit, perseverance over perfection. The path to any goal is full of setbacks and mistakes. Perfectionism says one slip ruins everything. Grit says, never miss twice. If you miss a workout, show up the next day. Consistency beats intensity. Small, steady efforts build momentum. Grit means focusing on long-term resilience, not short-term performance. Progress isn't always visible, but showing up matters. Be kind to yourself. Mistakes are learning opportunities, not reasons to quit. Analyze, adjust, and keep moving forward. It's not about being flawless, it's about being relentless. One imperfect step at a time leads to real change. Meet Sarah. She used to start running with a burst of motivation, only to quit weeks later. This time she focused on identity and systems. I am a runner. Her only rule: put on her shoes and step outside every morning. Some days she just stood outside. Most days she walked or jogged. No grand declarations, no social media posts, just quiet consistency. Her system was so simple she could do it even on her worst days. Over time, short walks became longer runs. She grew stronger, more energetic, and her habits stuck. When a neighbor called her motivated, Sarah smiled. She knew it wasn't motivation. It was identity, systems, and grit. Her progress was slow, steady, and unstoppable. Real change is built on small, consistent actions. Motivation is fleeting, but purpose is enduring. Passion burns hot and fast. Purpose is a steady, guiding light. Purpose answers why. It's your North Star. A deep purpose connects your actions to your core values. When things get tough, purpose keeps you going. It transforms hard tasks into meaningful investments in your future. Clarify your purpose, write it down, and connect with it daily. Don't rely on passion alone. Let purpose anchor your actions. Purpose makes discipline meaningful and sustainable. Build your foundation on purpose, not fleeting feelings. Lasting change isn't about chasing motivation. It's about making conscious choices. Value discipline over desire, consistency over intensity, and identity over emotion. The path isn't glamorous, but it leads to real progress. Stop waiting to feel good before you act. Act first, and the feeling will follow. Discipline is doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. Embrace the 3 pillars: identity, systems, and grit. Let these guide your actions, not your emotions. Build a reliable structure for change, one small action at a time. Let go of the myth of motivation. Start now, start small. Choose discipline, systems, and grit. Growth is a daily process, not a one-time event. Make the choice today and unlock your true potential.